Vivian Mammen. I am with the Scott team from Long and Foster. We are based out in Rockville in Maryland. I serve first-time homebuyers, anyone looking to downsize. I serve them all, renters, buyers, sellers, anything residential in Maryland and Virginia.
Beautiful. I can't wait to learn more about just everything you do. So, kind of take me back to how you got started in all of this. Tell me how you got to where you are today.
Yeah, my parents actually own a construction company called Artistic Design Build. My dad started that in the 90s. So I've always been exposed to the housing industry and business and the ups and downs of that. Always knew I wanted to be in business. I just thought I would be in a very different business than I am today. Ever since I was 5 years old, I wanted to work in the fashion industry. So I ended up getting my degree in fashion merchandising, and along that process, I realized I didn't think the 9 to 5 structure was really going to be great for me. And it wasn't. I was totally right about that. And I think once I realized the pay didn't really equal what I thought it should, I pivoted and in college was kind of struggling with, okay, what do I do instead? Or should I do something on the side? And real estate kind of fell in my lap, especially since I have that background with my family. Started the process, I think, sophomore year of getting my license, and then COVID happened, and then unfortunately my father passed away around my senior year of high school, or not high school, college. And that was obviously really difficult to get through, so I kind of just put that on the back burner, was focused on graduating. After graduation, I ended up working for a property management company. I really shifted gears and was like, okay, let me try something else instead of fashion, see if I can make it. And it was a great experience. Loved the company I worked for, but I still missed that creative side of me. So I went back into the fashion industry, was doing that for a little bit, and had actually got my license at that point and was doing it on the side. But if any full-time agent will tell you, it's really hard to be dual career, and if you want to be successful in this business, you have to do it full-time. So I made that switch beginning of last year, and it's been great ever since.
Absolutely. So and it reminds me as we were talking earlier, it's funny how in life all the twists and turns that we take and it leads you to where you are today
Yeah.
and having this success and finding your true thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
You're known for being incredibly detail oriented. How has that skill helped you quickly understand what clients want, even when they're not sure how to articulate it?
I have always been a relationship builder first with my clients. So when I meet them, I'm trying to get to know everything I can about them. I always tell my clients, tell me what your dream home is. I don't care if you think you can't afford it or it's not on the market. I just want to know, just so I can pick up some things here and there when we're seeing houses and see if maybe a home could align with what they want. Obviously, my fashion background has always made me very detail oriented. That's always been very important. But I tried to utilize that in a way with my clients that makes them feel seen and makes them feel like someone is out there really looking for them and fighting for them in this market.
Wonderful. And in a competitive market as well.
Yeah.
Going off of that, early in your career, what motivated you to keep pushing forward and refining your craft in such a competitive market?
That's a good question. So, coming from a background of a business owning family, that definitely helped me a lot. I've already been through a lot of ups and downs in this business in the few years I've been in it. My first year was definitely very difficult. And I think I always just thought of my dad and how he came to this country, built his business by himself, and he was extremely successful. And I've always just looked at him as an example and tried to work hard and do the same. And no matter what's thrown my way, just do my best to go around it.
Wonderful. What a beautiful model to go after and like a reflection of him in you and in your career.
Yeah.
So you serve both Maryland and Virginia and work with the Scott team at Long and Foster. How does this cross-market exposure strengthen the experience you provide to your buyers and sellers?
I think it helps me understand the DMV market as a whole versus just Maryland. And it also makes me more valuable to my clients because we, in Montgomery County at least, are very close to Virginia. So people are always battling with, do they want to live in Virginia or Maryland? And I love to step in and help them decide which is the better fit for their lifestyle. And I think it just makes me more well-rounded as an agent.
Absolutely. Congratulations on getting that.
Thank you.
Many clients say you build trust quickly and effortlessly. What do you think helps clients feel so comfortable and confident placing such a major decision in your hands?
Ooh, maybe my personality. I really try to get to know my clients. Like I said, I try to build that relationship from the jump. I think if they see it as more of a business relationship versus a personal relationship, then they might have a guard up. Versus me, I try to treat them like family and really try to get to know them and build that personal relationship. And I think that helps build the trust as well.
Absolutely. And I know that, like, from beginning to end, and I'm sure far after the sale is completed, they are reaching out to you
Yeah, for sure.
like a family or family member or a friend. So I think that that's amazing.
Yeah, I always try to stay in touch with my clients after closing.
Wonderful. So from first-time buyers to luxury clients, you work with a wide range of people. What's your approach to customizing the experience for each type of client?
I think every person is different. So, really learning how they work. So, I always like to say I have clients that are type A and clients that are type B. So, the type A clients need a little more attention. I need to sometimes go above and beyond in explaining and bringing data when I'm talking to them about different topics. Versus my type B clients, they don't even really want to read the contract. They just want to sign. And I still want to make sure that they understand what they're signing. So I think it's just really understanding who you're working with and catering that experience to them.
That's awesome that you're able to give that just personalized experience, no
Yeah.
matter who's coming in, what exactly they're wanting, you are able to accommodate.
Yeah.
Technology and social media have changed real estate in big ways. How have you adapted your process as buyers and sellers come in more informed than ever?
I think using technology to our advantage and as a resource is really important, especially with AI coming up. I think that allows us to analyze data in a new way and much faster than it previously has been done. I think that's really valuable to clients is really using the tools that we have to give them as much information as possible. Obviously, social media has really changed the game. So I do try to post as much as possible and keep people engaged, especially within my sphere. Just keep people up to date with what's going on and that I'm still in the real estate industry. But I think technology is a great tool for agents to use.
Absolutely. It's really fascinating just with AI and just everything kind of coming up, especially in your
Yeah.
industry, how it's such a powerful tool to be used in conjunction with everything that you do to make the magic
Yeah.
happen. What's one thing you consistently do that helps clients feel confident and cared for throughout the entire buying or selling process?
Oh, I think communication is a really big thing for me, just keeping them updated throughout the whole process, even if it seems like a really minute detail that they don't necessarily need to know and it's something I'm handling. I still tell them about it because it helps them feel like, okay, Vivian's not missing any piece of information, everything is being covered. And again, it goes back to knowing what your clients want and need and what their bandwidth is too. If my client has four children and is also working, I'm not gonna text her, hey, like about the smallest thing. But I think it's just really knowing who you're working with and how you can provide that value. And for me, it's really through communication, whether that's calls, texts, emails, whatever it is, whatever they prefer.
Communication is key, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Wonderful. And what trends do you see emerging in the Maryland and Virginia market that your clients should be paying attention to right now?
Ooh, I don't know about trends, but we have shifted into a buyer's market. So I do think people need to keep an eye out on the inventory. Prices are fluctuating, I would say. I think people are waiting for a huge crash in the Montgomery County market. I don't know that we're necessarily going to see that, but this is a great time to get out and negotiate with sellers. I've had a lot of success getting my clients homes under asking price and getting closing cost credit. So I would say closing cost credit is a trend to look out for on the listing and buying side.
Got it.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah.
And what's a recent client experience that reminded you why you just love this career?
Oh, I actually just closed with a buyer in August. She came here from Africa, and it has always been her goal to own a home. And she didn't feel like it was something that she could necessarily do, but she has worked incredibly hard for the last few years and got her credit and her income, everything exactly where it needed to be. And we found her the perfect place, like 10 or 15 minutes from her job, really close to her grandkids. So I'm so happy for her, and I'm ecstatic for her just that she was able to come to this country and build a new life and become a homeowner in America.
Wow, such
Yeah.
a big milestone.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's very rewarding on your end to just be able to be a part of that and to really help make that just happen for her.
No, for sure. It felt amazing to be a part of that experience.
Very cool. And as you continue growing with the Scott team, what parts of your business are you most excited to expand or refine?
Oh, I am excited to get into the DC market, working on getting my DC license. And I'm excited to expand into my own neighborhood, which you think I would have done by now, but I've been focused on expanding everywhere else, and I'm really excited to tap into my community and serve my neighborhood.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
one of the most important ones, right? Is your own.
Yeah.
Very cool. And finally, when someone chooses to work with you, what's the experience you hope they walk away with, both during the process and long after closing?
I want them to feel like I truly cared about them, and I want them to look back on our transaction and think of it as fun. I never want them to feel like they were stressed out the whole time, which sometimes is inevitable. A move is going to be stressful no matter which way you spin it. But I still want them to feel like I made it a fun experience for them and I truly cared about what was in their best interest.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to say, Vivian's the girl to go to.
Yeah.
I'll hook you up with her. Wonderful. And as we wrap up, is there anything you would like to add that I haven't touched on today?
I would say anyone that's looking to go into business, whether it's real estate or not, make the jump. Just know what you're getting yourself into and really be prepared to work really hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have that strive,
Yeah.
show up, and do your homework.
Yeah, you need your work ethic. Bring it.
Wonderful. Words of the wise, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. It was a pleasure to hear your story, and I wish you all the best in the future and all that comes your way.
Of course. Thank you for having me.